Literally, you're a waste of space. Genuinely, unironically, 100%. What's up, y'all? It's your boy back with another video. I told you I'll be back, but y'all ain't believe me, but I'm back now. I'm playing. But today we got this video right here. This comedian's nightmare will never end. Akaash Singh. Now, if you've watched this channel before, you know I love covering this dude. You want to know why? Because this has to be one of the sorriest excuses of like a relationship and just interacting with a woman that I've ever seen in my life. But I feel like we missed a video in the saga. I'm not too sure. I looked. This one was the most recent one, so I clicked it. If we missed anything, I'm pretty sure he'll probably just go back and tell us what we missed. I'm going into this blind. Let's get into it, my guys. All right, let's get it.
So the Akaash Singh situation really just seems never ending at this point. Last time we talked about how he had officially departed from the Flagrant podcast, as he had already not sat on that couch with his so-called friends for months. And once again, he did not show up as the message was broadcast to their audience that he was out.
As I'm sure you guys are aware, our boy Akaash, he really went through it earlier this year. He is going to be stepping away from the pod.
Okay. So, okay, a little refresher. If you guys weren't sure what's happening, basically this dude's wife is crazy. This dude's wife, he gives his wife whatever she wants. And she just brags about it pretty much. And literally he got so much backlash from that it's literally, he's stepping down from a podcast that probably made him 6 figures plus in a year, bro. Like, that is a huge income source that he's just leaving because of his wife. It's crazy.
After all, Flagrant was the show that took him from being a low-rate comedian on the latter half of his better days.
I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying go to the spank bank as often as you can.
To completely reigniting his career. So a lot of the fans out there really felt that he at the very least owed them some sort of sign-off message.
Nah, but Akaash wants the dude.
The dude.
Yeah. You think he can handle all 10 inches of nab? You think you can take nab down?
And now recently a couple of things have happened to really confirm the idea that the once best friends are no longer on good terms. I also have other updates for you on his wife Jasleen continuing to embarrass herself online, a really horrible TV appearance from Gandhi himself.
What happened with your wife? Someone called her a gold digger or something?
As well as the biggest glazer on planet Earth refusing to come up for air off.
What this is gonna do, look, the crazy thing about this whole situation, right? Obviously, you can see all this backlash that's coming through. All this is just gonna build resentment, right? And the thing is, he can't even leave. I don't think bro signed a prenup, bro. So he just fully cooked himself, and now he's in a situation where he's just screwed, basically. But let's keep going.
That Ling.
No, it was so funny. I went back to my high school and somebody was like, yo, I heard your voice with Akaash. I was like...
Now, coming off his sold-out tour, I really do feel like Akaash was feeling himself. And I really cannot even blame the guy, because coming right out of the inferno, you know, facing the wrath of the internets, he would immediately accomplish his ultimate dream of selling out his favorite venue, and this was clearly a defining career moment for Akaash.
What is up, Radio City Music Hall? Thank you guys so much for coming.
As he would almost immediately sign to United Talent Agency after this show, which is one of the top 3 talent agencies in the world.
Oh, wow.
In the announcement post, Akaash would mockingly say, "Gonna miss WME though. I guess some relationships are harder to leave than others." Shrug. Which was obviously a not-so-sly metaphorical middle finger to both Andrew and the Flagrant audience. And if you need more evidence of this, Neon's father would also simultaneously unfollow Andrew.
And look, here's the thing about doing stuff like this, right? Is it burns bridges, right? Obviously, this Andrew Schultz is a huge, popular dude. I mean, burning bridges like that is just something that you normally don't want to do because of the amount of influence and the amount of connections that people like that have. So obviously he's acting off of a lot of emotion here, which I mean is valid to a degree, but I mean he brought it on himself, bro. So like the thing is, you can't even really blame the people who are making fun of him or any of that. He did it himself. Like, I'm not gonna lie, he fully just did it himself. And yeah, let's go.
While continuing to follow the other host, Alex, Mark, and the Flagrant page itself, which really tells me that his issue was directly with Andrew. And it should also be noted here that Akaash would also take the time to unfollow Charlemagne and DJ Academics as well. who were
Okay.
both his friends in the industry for years.
Oh, wow.
Why does your wife have a microphone in her face? Do not allow your wife to start a motherfucking podcast, bro.
It seems as though anyone who spoke about this insanely hot topic in any negative way in regards to Jasleen got the boot.
And I realized he actually
Yeah.
doesn't follow
And that-
Andrew anymore.
And like, look, the crazy thing is, this is all valid. Like, it's not even. It's legitimate criticism, and it's just ridiculous, man. I don't even have anything else to say.
But even
bro.
worse,
It's
Andrew,
ridiculous.
nigga, he ain't follow me no more. I'm telling you now, Akash, I love you. I'm not gonna unfollow you. And anything people ever said about you is because they love you. I know it might not seem that way, but we love you.
Because realistically, Jasleen was poisoning the very well that she was drinking from.
Right.
Because when it came to the algorithm, the comment section, and the overall fan base of Flagrants, it had literally all become about the Akaash drama. And as someone who understands the back end of
There's a lot of things in life, right? The more you try to get rid of something, bro, the harder it's gonna come back at you, bro. What's the saying? What you resist persists, bro. Oh my god. So look, him just doing his best to distance himself from these people and voicing out loud his disposition in the situation. I think I'm using that word right. It's like, bro, how about you just, because look, here's the thing, right? If he doesn't have a prenup, he's screwed either way, right? So he might as well cut her off, lose that amount, because he's only gonna make more in the future, right? He just sold out this huge stadium tour thing, you know what I'm saying? He's doing all this stuff. He's making these moves. He was on the Flagrant podcast, which 100% he was bringing in like 6 figures just from that, right? And it's just like, why fight so hard to keep this person that is doing so much damage to you? It's like, it's ridiculous, honestly, because like, she obviously doesn't even like bro. She's obviously just using it for his money, and that's not even like, it's ridiculous.
the way this all works, I can completely see why Andrew would say fuck that.
Cause you don't need a microphone in your face cause you gonna fuck around and ruin us. Alright? Not just you.
And that's all not to even mention that Andrew was his boy for over a decade.
And that's my brother, and we met in 2008. I remember I just moved to New York, and then I got asked to do this show. It was like a hood show. It was out in Brooklyn, Urban Room, they would call it. But the show didn't end up happening. It got canceled, and then he drove me home together, and he drove me home in his mom's minivan. But then we started talking on the way home. He had all the same taste in comedy, and I didn't see him perform for months. And then I saw him months later at another hood show in Harlem, and he just destroyed the room. And I wasn't nearly I was bombing all the time at that point, but I knew I wanted to go in that direction. And then watching him just have this like unbelievable determination and loyalty. He's so loyal. I don't know a lot of people who get that successful and then they try to become better people while they're doing it.
And he ruined all that over a woman. This dude who undeniably had your back from the very start, knows where you came from, and you just ruined all that for a gold digger. That's crazy.
And I feel like he's done that, and that's a really cool thing.
Like I'm saying, as Andrew blew up, it's not like he pulled the ladder up behind him. Like if anything, he showed Akaash the blueprint to climb up that shit. And someone who would really weigh heavily in on this beef was the clown who interviewed Jasleen a couple of months back. Some of you may remember that he was simultaneously spitting at me through the screen, while also swinging on Akaash's nuts.
So I did miss an episode.
It was truly a feat that you could only get from your local lot lizard at the Dollar General down the street. I'm talking about generational dick riding here, my people.
I did a deep dive on the Jasleen situation progress. Me and Jasleen, that's when we start chopping it up. She's obviously appreciative of our platform for just, being objective about her. I do the Jasleen pod. That shit go nuts, bro.
I've seen the numbers.
Now, the ironic part is that this guy was completely biased.
I be sitting around thinking like, yo, if I was Jasleen, I would be doing it worse. Like, I would go on TikTok every day, just grab a rack and just count it in front of me like, oh, y'all mad? Y'all mad? Yo.
Jasleen is someone who he...
Y'all see this corny ass shit, bro. Genuinely. Look, when you got people like this being on your side, that's how you know you're in the wrong, bro. And it's just like, oh man, like the type of energy she surrounds herself with that she's obviously agreeing with. I mean, and then he's talking about, oh yeah, she hit me up, blah, blah, blah. Look, me personally, I'm Akash. Her even talking to like another dude like that, just off to the side, that just glazed her for however many minutes straight, bro. This is a ridiculous situation. Like you can't, like you just can't take it serious. You just have to find the hilarity in the situation, bro. Genuinely.
Literally met one time, who he is clearly in favor of simply because of reasons like them being the same race. And of course, he wanted that sweet, sweet clout.
I got so much respect for her and Akaash because even my small taste of that, it's intense. Yo, y'all talking to me about people that I've met. I've had real conversations off of a camera.
Yeah.
Akaash sold out Radio City.
Yeah, yeah.
People on the internet are joking around as if he's lost something through all of this.
Keep in mind, this guy's entire brand is built around his Indian roots. I mean, you can see it directly on display with the corny brown creative hat that he is sporting. And
Okay, yeah. So at the end of the day, bro's a cornball, but like him saying he's lost nothing off of this is literally just wrong, bro. He's burned bridges with multiple people. He's off the podcast that he was making a lot of money from, and no doubt, like a lot of opportunities were lost just by association with Jasleen. So that's just not true.
No, I'm brown, right? I mean, look at my skin. But if you ever see me rolling around with one of these brown creative hats on, just finish me right there for the sheer amount of cringe that I brought into this world.
Andrew and Flagrant made a statement saying that Akaash is no longer a part of Flagrant Podcast. And I had a problem with their statement.
As I'm sure you guys are aware, our boy Akaash, he really went through it earlier this year.
I'm sure that they're friends and but I just don't like adding the context of he's been through a lot. Because I feel like you could have made that statement and just said, yo, he leaving the pod, he's focusing on stand-up, and that's it. That additional piece of context, like how would you read that?
I mean, the truth is that Akaash could not handle the audience that he helped build, turning on him this way. I mean, I'm not even saying that I blame Akaash for not wanting to be the butt of the joke on a ship that he helped build. But if he wanted to control the narrative, well, he should have shown face on the podcast. Or even released a simple...
And like, here's the thing, I mean, that is extremely necessary. That piece of context was really necessary, bro. He didn't leave for no reason. He got flamed by millions of people. On like, genuinely millions of people were flaming him, bro. So, and he has the audacity to think that he's still in the right after millions and millions of people were telling him he was wrong, bro. Like, that's insane. That's insane. And like, you know, obviously, you know, there's gonna be a lot of people that agree or disagree somewhere whether it's right or wrong, but genuinely there was a minority. I haven't seen anyone actually agreeing with him except for that corny dude earlier. So it's just like, come on, bro.
Written or video statement onto his social media about his departure. And when he decided to do neither, I feel like he really relinquished his opportunity to control the narrative. And this guy, on the other hand, is still hanging around his high school, somehow meat-writing the situation.
This is the funniest thing because, like, I've met Akaash once. Like, I love Jasleen after meeting her, right? My neighbor goes, yeah, I heard your boy sold out Radio City. And then me and my girl were dying laughing. We're all like, No, it was so funny. I went back to my high school and somebody was like, yo, I heard your voice with the cops. I was like,
oh my God, bro, is dick riding all you do?
If this is how a down year, that's not how that feels. Like how that felt is that, yo, this was like the rough chapter in your hero journey. This is like LeBron losing a bunch of times and then finally getting that, yo, I got the ring.
Comparing Akaash to LeBron James simply because his wife would not shut up about her college memories with frat boys, wanting to bang her best friend's husband Akaash 2.0, and her materialism addiction, is objectively hilarious. And speaking of that, her posting has continued, as she has somehow grown an even bigger head, due to the fact that she has recently signed with a talent agency herself.
Well. So to all the people that didn't believe in me and didn't think I could provide anything, I just had my third call with an agency today. I think it's safe to say your girl is gonna start making money soon. Rich. The tables have turned, so what are you gonna do for me now that I'm making money?
I mean, I just have to say it, guys. This has to be one of
Huh? Wait, so now she's saying, okay. Now she's saying, what would you do for me now that I'm making money when you're not doing anything for him. Literally, you're a waste of space. Genuinely, unironically, 100%.
The most deluded people I've ever seen. And that boy Neon Sr. is right there with her.
I'm gonna be out here popping this butthole for the bike friends.
You know, like, people always ask me, like, how are you so unaffected by, like, all these think pieces about you? This all sounds so fucking dumb to me. What my real issue is like, why do these people, when they talk about me, they get, like, 10x their normal views? But when I talk, and I'm talking, I don't.
I mean, her entire engagement online is based on people hate watching. And not only from the flagrant side, but also from her very own community, where other Indian girls have consistently called her out for talking shit constantly about their culture.
Yeah, should I do a think piece about ruining my husband's career after he sold out Radio City and, like, has never sold out more shows?
Yes, guys, she really thinks that all of the hate
Yo,
that she
genuinely,
cast upon
like, I can't stress y'all enough. Please don't associate with anyone that gives out this type of energy in real life, bro. Because this is legitimately some of the corniest, most clownish behavior I've ever seen out of a human being before. I've never seen this level of pure delusion out of a human being ever in my life. It's terrible, man.
Akaash is the sole reason that he sold out Radio City Music Hall. You know, completely diminishing any of his hard work. She would also
Wait, did I hear that right?
Music Hall. You know, completely. Yes, guys, she really thinks that all of the hate that she cast upon Akaash is the sole reason that he sold out Radio City Music Hall.
Wow.
You know, completely.
Let's get back into it.
Diminishing any of his hard work. She would also openly brag about the fact that Andrew and Akaash are no longer friends on her Instagram story, while also claiming that she was digitally SA'd the last couple of months, meaning through the computer by the comments. Like, you cannot make this shit up. And recently, her ego is even more out of control after signing the talent agency deal, and she apparently now even has a personal assistant on Akaash's payroll.
You guys.
All right, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I just thought she was like very delusional. I think she might genuinely be retarded. I'm not gonna lie to you, but like, this is bad. How can you be digitally sexually assaulted by comments? Look, if someone could tell me, I'll admit I'm wrong. I will give you $1,000 right now if you can tell me that I'm wrong, bro. Like, that's impossible. It's genuinely like, she's such a caricature. Like, it's crazy. Like, you don't think someone like this insane can actually exist, but obviously they're right here. It's insane. Crazy.
My assistant Kiana helped us secure mangoes shipped from India.
And in general, she has just continued to be beyond obnoxious.
Where are my financially anxious girlies that also love to shop? Rise up. I'm here with you. Sometimes what I like to do to give myself like a little treat in between like big high-end shopping, I'm like, you know what, maybe I'll just buy a perfume. Yes, I know it's like consumerism and whatever. It's fine. I like it. Fashion is a hobby.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
In all seriousness, though, Akaash did recently show face to do some promotion for his tour, and people in the comments were saying that this is not the healthiest this guy has ever looked, and even here he could not help but bring up her shop.
A common thing as well, if someone's going through a lot or holding a lot in, usually what's on the inside can be reflected on what's on the outside, you know what I'm saying? If someone is getting worse visually, like, getting unhealthier and their skin's starting to break or they're starting to mess up or anything, it can be signs that something is going on inside. And obviously with him, look, I mean, it could just be that he's just been enjoying the life and he just hasn't been watching his weight, but like, he's probably stress eating. Honestly, like, he's probably stress eating. And yeah, I mean, it's only normal for stuff like this to get to you. It's only normal for stuff like this to get to you. So, I mean, but like, again, all this is pretty much self-inflicted. I mean, he's made a lot of not a smart decision when it's come to this stuff, and it's pretty ridiculous, man. And yeah, but
addiction.
So what are you looking forward to doing while you're here? I love just walking the street. My wife likes shopping, so she really likes Honolulu and just all the shopping. And I will try to avoid spending money by distracting her with Waikiki Beach.
I mean, in this interview, I almost think the guy looked downright drunk or hungover. And my favorite part of the interview is when the news anchor ironically says,
Or no, at the beginning of every show, I try to say, hey, if something I say like offended you, or you feel like I went too far, or if you just don't want to be talked to, just give me this motion and I'll move on. Because I'm 5'7" and I know this. I can't fight. So like, I don't need to be just mean to be mean. So like, I don't want to just like.
You don't want no Will Smith coming out.
Yeah. I'm a prime candidate to get slapped. I'm a very slappable guy.
It's funny because Akaash has quite literally become the new Will Smith after being publicly embarrassed by his wife time and time again. And I did want to show you guys
again, honestly, it's hard to say what's worse between the thing with Jada and this, because this is like continued. This is like continued bashing of Akaash's character just from her existence, from being so close to him. And it's just like, I don't know what's his fixation or fascination with her. I don't understand it. Maybe it's that he thinks he can't do better. Because look, he does have a lot of self-deprecating jokes, as you can see. Maybe like he legitimately believes a part of that. It's just, man, this is bad. But hey, man, he's a grown man at the end of the day.
Another clip from another recent interview that Akaash did, where he was asked directly about the idea of Jasleen being a gold digger.
What happened with your wife? Someone called her a gold digger or something?
Oh, it was a whole thing online. So
it was a big thing.
Yeah, there's this community of people online who don't really like women, and it's like their whole identity is women are awful. And look, I love a little bit of sexism, but like it was just obnoxious. He came on I had a podcast. He came on, and
and you see how he's kind of like deflecting, and his eyes are just looking around. And it's obvious that he knows it's true, and he's just trying to play it down like these people are. I think I just spit. He's trying to play it down like these people are just randoms, haters of women. Nah, bro. I mean, we love women out here, honestly. But it's just like, bro, it gets to a point, man. Genuinely.
kind of dressed him down. He's like a 6-foot+ black dude who is getting dressed down on camera by this little scrawny, skinny, fat, never take his shirt off, wear 2 layers, 5'7" Indian. And I think he felt very embarrassed by that moment because it just lived. And every time he would try to come at me, I would just post that and be like, we've done our discussion. And then my wife is like me. She says crazy things. I don't care what she says. They're all jokes. I know it. And we don't get offended by jokes. So someone clipped up like all the craziest things she said back to back to back, and then just put it out on the internet, and then it just took on its own narrative.
And overall, it appears to me that Akaash has made the decision, or at least Jasleen has, that he is okay in isolation away from the very people who truly helped him build his career from the dirt when it was looking nearly over. And he will now totally and completely turn into the Indian comedian for the Indian audience. Which, to be fair, is not the dumbest move I've ever seen. I mean, that is a massive but very untapped demographic. So I really see nothing wrong with that being his business strategy. But yes, something about the way this all went down, from the petty Instagram captions, to the wife's Instagram stories, and now her continuing to post all of this self-important downright bullshit, I don't know, it really just makes me cringe on the deepest level. But y'all let me know what you guys think on this update down below. For those of you who do frequently watch the Flagrant podcast.
Look, all I want to say is, please protect yourselves, honestly. Sign a prenup. Make sure it's a woman who actually likes you for you and not for your money. If she wasn't there for you before you got up, you know what I'm saying, before you get your money up, and randomly after you become successful, she wants you, please just leave that, bro. Like, this is not worth it. These events are gonna... Overall, these events are going to have a big effect on his career. You know, it already has. You know what I'm saying? Him leaving the podcast and burning bridges, all this stuff just correlates back to her. And you never want to let one person, especially a woman, have this much control over your life. You know, your partner is supposed to be there to support you through everything and help you through everything. You know what I'm saying? They're not meant to drag you down and you have to pull 2 times your weight just to barely stay afloat. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it looks like his health is taking a toll from this, but what can I say? Only thing I can say to y'all is protect yourself. Do not let anyone steal your energy, man. And it's like the most important thing, honestly. Make sure you're at peace with yourself and make sure you surround your people that give you peace even when you don't have it yourself. That's the most important thing, bro. But yeah, y'all want more videos? Y'all enjoyed this one? Please like, subscribe. I appreciate y'all for sticking through to the end. And yeah, I'll see y'all boys later. Keep pushing that peace and positivity, my boy. Peace.